around that time right here on KAZ Radio, where we have none other than one of the most hottest shows every other Saturday at 11:30. None other than Chop It Up with my main man, Minister T.C. Thomas. But T.C.'s out of town, and he has a special host today. Take it away, special host.
Hey, I'm a special host. My name is Donald Boggs. Welcome to Chop It Up, where there's real people, real answers, and real issues. I want to say a shout out to Minister TC, A5. Thanks for letting me co-host for you today. And in the studio with me today, I have my sister Andrea Boggs, who just happens to be one of my favorite people on the planet. And if I didn't say that, guys, I would get in trouble later on. And I also have Veronica Brown, another one of my favorite people on the planet. Give them a round of applause out there in Facebook, TV, YouTube land. Welcome to Chop It Up. Welcome to Chop It Up. You know, I wanted to just get the show started in prayer because, you know, God changes things and through all things are possible through prayer. So would you guys pray with me? Heavenly Father, we want to thank you for today. We ask that you complete the work that you've begun in each of us. Let us see as you see and do as you say. Amen. All right, again, welcome to Chop It Up, everybody. Our topic for today is attitude is everything. You know, the way that you feel comes through the phone, it comes through your body, it comes through your spirit, and it affects other people, and it can affect other people in many, many different ways. With that being said, how's your attitude today? How are you feeling today, Andrea?
I'm just feeling marvelous. I woke up. I was afforded to wake up. God is good. I'm just telling you, attitude. My grandmother always told me that my best asset was my smile.
That's right.
And, you know, I can always bring that smile. I don't care how bad I'm feeling, how good I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make a difference. I can always put a smile on somebody else's face. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about.
That's right.
That's how God uses me, by bringing somebody else up.
Nice. I agree with the same thing. What about you, Ron? Guys, how you feeling?
Okay, I'm feeling excellent. Attitude is everything. You have to look up to God and make sure everything is going great. And that's about it.
I agree. So, I know we just had a big holiday. It's been hot lately, hasn't it?
Yes,
I mean, it's sweltering. I'm going to tell you right now. So how was your 4th of July, sis? I didn't get a chance to hang out with you. So.
Well, my 4th of July was good. I work in a recovery home, and I cook for the ladies. Foot swole this big, y'all.
Can throw, y'all.
But it was all good because it don't make no difference. See, my cooking, my ministry is my cooking.
Okay, right. I agree.
It makes me feel good to cook for somebody else.
All right,
you know, it ain't even about me. Independence Day is whatever you want to be independent about on that day. Because Independence Day, we ain't even gonna go there about that one. So, but President Douglas said it so eloquently in 1852,
yeah.
Right? He said it so eloquently. I'm gonna let it go. So
read
about
it. She's referring to the Frederick Douglass speech in 1852 before Congress about what the 4th of July meant to the African American at that time, and pretty much at this time as well. How was your 4th of July, Veronica?
It was excellent. I just got plenty of rest.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
That's the way.
Like you said, I was celebrating my independence from work, which was a great day to have a day off. I had to go back the next day, unfortunately, but it's all good. One thing that's tackling Cleveland right now, and I don't know how my attitude is. I know how some people's attitude is. I know how mine is. What about LeBron James leaving? I'm not feeling some type of way, but some of us out here have an attitude about LeBron leaving, and I want to ask you, start with you, Veronica. What do you think about LeBron going to the Lakers?
I have no problem with it. LeBron kept his promise. He brought us a championship. He did exactly what he said he was going to do, so it's time for him to do what he wants to do for him and his family.
Nice. Okay, what do you think?
Ditto.
I'm just saying, yeah. I think so too. I have one phrase that LeBron James that will stay in my memory. I hope it stays etched in my brain forever, and that is Cleveland, this is for you. So I'm just happy. I wish him all the success, but I'm going to tell you, it's a hot topic in the barbershops, the beauty shops, the workplace, the water cooler. Everybody talking about LeBron and has some kind of opinion on it. So it's nice to see that he's going to be happy. I sort of don't agree with him going to the Lakers because I don't think they can go and win a championship that quick. But hey, at the end of the day, 2016 NBA champs. What do y'all think of that?
champs.
Okay.
I'm telling you right now.
Herf.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things that we were talking about earlier as we started the show is attitude is everything. And it's so funny because, you know, it permeates your spirit. You can make anybody or even yourself feel bad. If you tell yourself, hey, I'm not going to do it, it's not going to work, or I don't care, or I don't like this, or I don't want to do that, it starts to permeate into your brain and turns into your spirit. And next thing you know, you can call it depression, you can call it stress, but it's definitely not the positive attitude that's going to keep you getting up and being motivated and doing and getting out of the way of yourself and doing the Lord's will. So I always caution people, and I always caution myself, to always have a positive attitude, and that's something that I always work on. There's days that everybody gets down, right? When you get down, everybody. There's days when we are all don't let nobody steal your what?
Joy.
Right. You know, I don't want nobody to steal nothing. But I'll go along with the joy thing as well, right? But let's talk a little bit about attitude. We've all had issues with people in our lives, whether it's in the workplace. How do you deal with somebody who has a bad attitude? How do you snap them out of it? Give me some thoughts on that, guys.
Humor.
Humor?
For me, humor is my best asset.
Okay.
You know, I have to put a different light on it.
Okay,
You know,
okay.
when I'm getting your negativity, I'm going to feed you something positive, or I'm going to say it's something special to make you think, right? To give you a whole train of different thought.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's all about. And if I don't have nothing good to say, I won't say anything. You know, sometimes silence is a good motivator.
Right, that's true.
To change the attitude, right? Because you be like, I'm not finna feed into that.
What do you think of that? What do you think, Veronica?
I did the same thing with Sister said. Just laughter, try to keep the positive attitude. If you see that they're going in the wrong direction, try to turn it around as quickly as possible.
You know, one of the things that gets me is I remember a time where I was in a store, and I won't name the store, but it's a big box store, and I saw this kid yelling at his mother like she was his kid. I mean, this kid was yelling at his mother. I felt so. I thought, man, he should be getting his, you know what I mean, whipped, right? But I felt so bad, and it changed my attitude. Because how sometimes this generation today to me, sometimes has a sense of entitlement that their attitude is horrible. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. So I guess what I'm throwing out is, if you see somebody, say you're away from it, and you see this and you see that negativity of that attitude, do you comfort that person? Do you walk by? What do you do?
Oops. You know, I worked in Sears, and I had this little boy, and he was going at it, like you said, to his mom, and I just had to walk up to him. I really wanted to snatch a knot in him, but I just had to try to get him in a better space, you know. So I came up with the lollipop. That ain't what I wanted to do. The pop was more than what I wanted to do, to get him in a different space. You know what I'm saying? And letting them know, like, you know, that's your mom.
Right.
You only get one. Honor her. You only get one. You know, I don't care. Me and my mom have some differences, but baby, she the only one I got.
That's right.
You know, and I cherish and respect her. And see, I don't want the stuff knocked out of me, because back in the day, you know, they called that child abuse. You know, but right now, you know, it's right there. You have to. I'm the queen of takeaway with my kids. When they were growing up, I'll take your life away.
Right.
Privileges, you won't be able to do nothing but look at me. You're gonna learn some new words. You're gonna do something, and that's what needs to be brought back to these children. You need to let your children know that you invested in them. You know what I'm saying? That they mean something.
Absolutely.
You don't never get too busy that you can't be a part of your child's life, because that's where we're losing everything. It's already a disconnection as it is.
Right.
So we're going to bring that unity back to the family.
Absolutely.
You know, let them know you care.
Right. You know, what do you think about that? I've seen. Man, I just think that there's a certain respect level that. And I also think that sometimes it's not what you say, it's how you say it. That can affect the attitude, you know, and then that's a lot of times I think that sometimes we get to, some people, all of us have been in relationships guys, where you can push somebody and change their attitude. We all know how to push people's buttons, right? And and then you're like, oh, why you acting like that? Well, you've been leaning on that button, right? And it changes the attitude, right? When we go, you don't go, here's a great attitude adjustment too. Everybody loves comedy. You go see a comedian, what are you there to do? Laugh and change your attitude and get away for a little while. And at the end of the day, it takes 23 muscles to frown and one to smile. Which one you want to work on?
I want to smile.
And there you go. Yes, show them teeth, y'all. Okay. I want to get back to another thing today, and moving forward, attitude, piggybacking on that, is I want to talk about the power of 8. And what I mean by that is there's 8 different things that you can do to for lack of a better phrase, to really keep your attitude positive. One of the top things that I do other than pray in the morning is I love music. I have a song of the day every day. Sometimes my song on Monday might be Ain't No Stopping Us Now. It might be a gospel song. The song reflects my mood. Now let me ask you guys, do you think a song can affect your attitude?
Oh, sure. You know what? My favorite song is Something from Nothing.
Okay.
Something Out of Nothing.
Okay.
It's Jessica Reedy.
Okay.
And I love it because, when I look at what God has done for me,
wow.
It's just, I can't even begin to tell you. That helps me, even when I'm in a bad state of mind, to keep pressing forward, to do great things. Because God got me here to do great things.
Exactly.
My light needs to shine through so somebody can see it.
Yes.
And, and to say, hey, how do you get that light? Why do you smile so much?
This little light of mine. That's right.
That's what it's all about.
Yes.
It's just giving back.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what my purpose is to keep giving and give to a hurt.
That's right. That's right. What do you think about that? So I know you, Veronica, love music as well. Does music affect your attitude?
Sure it does. When I'm around the house, it's putting music on. It cheers you up, gets you motivated, keeps you moving, and you want to put that smile on your face and go out into the world and spread that smile.
Now, I agree on both of you guys. Let's take it a little step further. And this is a little devil's advocate a little bit, but I'll tell you something. Music can also take you another direction. I'll never forget talking about, all of us I'm sure have heard of Teddy Pendergrass. He had such a dynamic shift in some of his songs. It was Close the Door, right? Turn off the lights. And then the last song was I Don't Love You Anymore. I'm like, dang, Teddy, you really went a long way on that. The whole attitude just changed, right? So attitude can be so, I'll tell you, to me, music can affect your attitude. You ever go on a long trip and you got your music in the drive?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you got the whole CD in, and the trip just goes. You got a soundtrack for the trip, right?
Right.
You're not in your car listening to no crazy. The drive is smooth, right?
Right.
So let me ask you. Speaking about attitude and music and everything, how much would you say if you had to put down TV or music? What would you give up?
TV.
Yeah. Why?
Because music is the story, is your life track.
Yes. I agree.
I love 60s on.
60s, okay.
Music is just universal.
It is.
So you can't go wrong with that. Your spirit, it keeps you in a great state of mind. For me,
yes,
it keeps me in a great state of mind. Because if I cut on the TV, I'm seeing just negativity. It's
nothing, one thing after another.
Right, it's one thing.
And you know one thing I like, and I'm glad both of you guys, I agree with both of you, and I just want to add to that and mention that, music is invisible, meaning that if you can be black, white, Chinese, green, purple, blue, if you like it, you like it. And so that's why when you see music brings people together in arenas and events and stadiums and clubs that come from all walks of life because they enjoy that music. And it changes their attitude. It expresses that feeling. I've been to Frankie Beverly and May's concert, the Joy and Pain with the lighter. You know what I mean? I'm just saying music really takes you there. And it takes you to a place that years later, it can affect your attitude. Man, that's my jam. You know what I mean? That's my song. You know what I mean? So to me, I can't express that enough, and I just want to ask you guys about how you felt about music and attitude. Now, on the flip side of that and attitude, it can also take you back to that place where your heart got broke, where somebody did something to you, somebody made you feel some type of way, right? I'll turn that song off, right? That was our, or it can take you back, but that was our jam. So what do you think about the flip side of that?
the flip side can be good because my experiences don't dictate how I feel.
Okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at that as a learning experience.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you broke my heart, but this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get up on whatever it is. I gotta keep it moving.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it puts me in a better state of mind, right? Because if I can stay stuck, I'm good at that. I'm good at isolation. I'm good at that. I can do that.
Right.
But I know what that does to me. You know what I'm saying? So I keep pressing forward. I got to get something that, yay, what's up, right? I got to get something that makes my spirit stay lifted.
Right,
You know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Because
Exactly.
that's what it's about.
Yeah.
I can't give nothing that I don't have.
That's right, that's
so if
right.
I'm depleted, that's what self-care is so important.
That's right.
You
What
know
do you
I mean?
think about that, Ronnie? So everybody, you've heard those kind of songs take you back to that place in time, and you're like, whoa, right? What do you think about that?
Same thing as far as being able to take it when it's a negative song and you're thinking about it, how sad it is, but you just, life experience is a learning lesson as far as hearing different music and you come out of it. And like my sister said, you get motivated when you hear the new music. You say you push on to keep going. And that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. It's interesting too that you say that. I remember from a positivity and from a management sales standpoint. When you hear a customer service person call on the phone, they're like, you call the company, whether it's DirecTV, whatever you're calling, they don't answer the phone like, hey, what's happening? No, they don't do that, right? They ask, hey, this is Biff, this is Jill, right? They sound real enthusiastic. I used to tell my salespeople back in the day, with attitude is everything. At the end of the day, the way you feel comes through the phone.
Smile and
the way you feel comes through the phone. So if you call me, we can just do a mock call, and you're calling me. It's not like you're calling right now. You can tell my attitude without me telling my attitude. So act like you're calling me. Hello? Say hello, Donald.
Hello, Donald.
Hey, how you doing? Your first nature is gonna be like, what's wrong? Right? Or as opposed to now say it again, call me again.
Hello, Donald.
Hey, Veronica, how you doing, girl? You see what I'm saying? So your attitude is everything, and it comes through the phone, and it is what? It's contagious. It is contagious.
Yes, it is.
Negative and positive and negative.
That's
and
right.
to me, I just think that there's no better way to represent yourself than having a positive attitude. Now, what do you think about conveying that positive attitude through a teaching type thing? So in other words, I don't know, how can I explain it other than saying that you ever watch a kid with no care in the world just running around? They got that childlike wonder. Sometimes we get jaded throughout life, right, as we grow older, and we lose that spark of attitude. Sometimes we need that push, whether it's the word, whether it's somebody that can get you out of the door, like you mentioned, somebody that can do that. Let me ask you, when you're down, other than, I mean, of course, the spirit and God, but is there a person in your life that can ground you and bring you back, that you can dump your problems to? Somebody that can listen to you, that really takes you out of that.
Ooh, I got a variety of people.
Okay, very good.
A
We
host
need
of
that.
support. A host of support because I need it. I'm a little special, and I ain't scared to tell you, right?
Right.
So when I'm feeling bad, first I go to God,
Right.
and then I'm making a phone call. I call my brother because he never ceases to amaze me.
Right,
You know what
whatever.
I'm saying?
Whatever.
He's a salesman. I don't care how. By nature, that's what he do. You know what I'm saying? So I can call him, I can call my mom, and I can get motivated.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I got friends that motivate me. My friend was like, "Girl, please, you sing into the choir." So I had to think, like, why am I tripping?
Right,
Get
right.
it together.
Right.
Get moving, right?
Yeah.
What can you do better today?
Right. That's excellent. What about you? Who is somebody that you that happens to as well?
When I see my grandson, he's got the happiest, luckiest face in the world. He's like he said, he out there. He just motivates me. I can always call my mom and talk to my mom of any troubles I have, and also can talk to Don. He's just like you say. He never seems to amaze me of the things, and I'm just trying to get better every day, every single day.
And that's so funny you mentioned that. It's one story we were talking about yesterday, and it's sort of the story of Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison, and this is a fact-based story. The inventor of the light bulb, inventor of electricity, whatever. Thomas Edison had got a letter from the school. The school said that you are expelled, and basically you are, for lack of a better phrase, dumb, slow, special, whatever. So, the teacher told Thomas Edison not to open up the letter, to give it to his mother, and don't even open it. So he goes home and he gives the letter to his mother. He's feeling some type of way. He just got expelled from school. Blah 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 blah. Blah, right? Right. That's what the letter said. The letter said that he was expelled and that he was special. His mother told him that the letter said that he was a genius and he needed to be homeschooled. And the rest is history. Thanks for that light, Thomas Edison. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Attitude is everything, and you can sugarcoat it. You can do whatever you want to do. The way that you feel comes through you, and that's how people perceive you. That's how people think of you, and more importantly, that's how you think of yourself. Right?
Your perspective.
That's how you think.
Yourself.
That's how your perspective. Yeah. At the end of the day, hey, the most important person in the whole wide world is you, and you hardly even know you. Right? So as we continue to move forward, let me ask you: is there any sayings like there's no time like the present? My arms too short to box a guy. Are there any sayings that you guys go through that you live by that sort of affect your attitude as well?
I don't know. I got a lot of sayings
Got a lot-
that
yeah,
I go
yeah.
through. You know what I'm saying? But
Like one of my favorite sayings, and for me, is spell no backwards. And it's on. I have no problems. I don't believe in the word problem. I believe in the word opportunity. So I substitute the word problem for the word opportunity. I don't believe in one thing that we all don't have, people, and everybody, and you guys. We don't have time. We don't know when it's going to end, do we? We don't have no time. So I have to do it now. That's another one of my sayings. Spell now backwards.
mine is like
And you
issue.
won. Issue what's that?
That mean issue. So I mean saying issue. So if I'm going through something, I'm the motivator to change, make that change, right? So it's me. It's dependent on me.
Right.
So I can dictate how I feel.
I like that.
Because
I
it's
like
me.
that.
I'm looking.
That's good.
It's like
That's
Michael
good.
Jackson said. I'm looking at the man in the mirror. Right. So what am I going to do today to make my day better?
Absolutely. Amen. I mean, that's a beautiful thing, especially when you think about it. At the end of the day, you get to a point where, if you don't motivate you, if you don't inspire you, who will? But I also look to stuff, I also look to things in a different way. I also think that there are people, leaders who came before us, whether it's Martin Luther King or Maya Angelou, people can change your attitude, whether it be books or somebody that inspires you. So within that vein, who inspires you guys? Who would you say that you admire? It could be a music, it could be whatever inspires. Who makes your attitude a little bit better?
I got so many. I love Oprah.
Okay,
and
okay.
What she stands for.
Okay.
Strong black woman. I'm just don't take no for an answer.
Right.
Just
Spell it
keep
backwards,
moving
that's right.
forward. I mean, I got to be a part of everything that I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You're not worrying about nothing because I'm there.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I'm there in
Right.
every aspect.
I like that.
I give that support. I listen.
Yeah.
It's all about, I love Oprah. I just love her. I just
Okay.
love her, where she's standing. And she pulls people in.
Right. And in a very unassuming, grateful way. It's almost like you said earlier. It's the light's coming out and she's letting it shine. And everybody's warm and fuzzy. You know what I mean?
Right.
What about you as a person that you admire that changes your attitude and gives you a different perspective as well?
Oprah as well, because she's done it all. I mean, she brings people in and she just motivates.
What about from a spiritual standpoint? Let's talk. Let's talk of ministers, your pastors, or the people. There's a different. It's always more than one person that can affect your mentality, right? Okay. So for me, there's a plethora of people that I enjoy that give me that so to speak. And one of them, of course, it was Martin Luther King. One of them also is is W.E.B. Du Bois, and another one, to be honest, and to take is Barack Obama. I like people who they do things by example. Things, yes, I can. We can. There's mantras that we can go through. You know what I'm saying? No time like the president. So there's people that do that. So I get inspired by people who've been through adversity, and if they didn't have that attitude adjustment, they would have fell off.
Right.
You see, because when the going gets tough, there's another one. The tough get going.
Right.
So it comes out to that. And so in terms of that, I want to just ask you guys, from a spiritual standpoint, is there a religious leader that inspires you as well?
Well, you talked about Martin Luther King. He was a non-violent man, and that's good.
That's good.
Because I wouldn't be living. I'm just being honest.
Right.
Because what he stood for, equality. Today we still working on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But he put the platform there for us to continue to grow.
Right.
And so that's what we need to focus on, continue to grow together as a people.
Yes.
And so, that's the biggest thing for me. We lose sight. We the strongest people.
Yeah.
As a whole, but we divide.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's about unity.
It is. It's about unity and connectivity, and and it's also about opening yourself up to grow. A lot of people are closed off to grow, and that's an attitude that's been ingrained in them for decades. Yeah. Some people see the glass as half empty. Some people see the glass as half full. I see the glass as refillable. Okay,
Right.
so that's how I see it.
I like
so
that.
It's just a always it's refillable.
Right.
So I can drink it, save half, come back, drink it again. I can keep pouring something in. Right?
Right.
Who cares? So that's how I think of it. You have to, but again, here's another thing about that. I'll give you an attitude example from me. Years ago, I used to always get season tickets to Cedar Point. Okay, I love roller coasters. Anybody who knows me knows I only go to Cedar Point to get on the roller coasters. I suggest you do the same. With that being said, it was raining cats and dogs at 7, 8 in the morning, and it was 12 deep, 3 cars. We're ready to go to Cedar Point. Do you know I was the only one to go? Me and my friend at the time. Everybody, no, Don, it's raining, man. I ain't going, man. I don't want to go. Oh, forget it. No, it's raining, man. We're not going to go. Do you know, as soon as I got out toward the rain, it was sunny.
Right.
It didn't rain at all.
Right.
And so now I come back at a little Polaroid pictures. Oh man, Cedar Point was a blast. But that attitude, sometimes they didn't want to drive past that rain. They just stayed, and they didn't want to get to that sun. You see what I'm saying? So their attitude, and at the end of the day, I'm going to drive through the rain to have some fun, right? The point I'm making is, glad I had that attitude. I had a great day at Cedar Point.
Okay.
Great day at Cedar Point. Now, let me ask you something. Last time, we're getting close to the end of the show here. Again, I want to thank you guys for coming and being my host on the show, my co-host. Andrea Boggs, my illustrious sister, and Veronica Brown, my illustrious friend and sister. And daughter, because we're in the Elp thing together there. So, daughter, ruler, daughter. You know what I mean? Working on it. I want to also, before we go, I want to say something. One of the things that changes your attitude for me also is achieving something. Whether it's going back to school, like you said, your ministry is in cooking. When you get something that you've achieved, I don't care if it's a joke or a card trick or education, doesn't that change your attitude as well?
Oh, without a doubt. And I'm currently working on my master's, right?
Right.
And I'm thinking about going for the PhD because I would just love to hear people say, "Hey, Dr. Balls," So that's kind of motivating me. But my brain don't work like it used to, and so I don't know if I'm gonna stop at the master's. But I'm just feel so good. I started back to school at 47, and so
47. You guys heard that? It's never too late. It's never too late.
So,
it's never too late to go back to school. We were talking earlier. And I wanted to close. We said that, they say some of the sayings we stand by as it pertains to our attitude is laughter is what? The best medicine.
The best medicine.
So, in the spirit of this, of taking over from my fraternity brother, Tim Thomas today. I'm going to give you and leave you guys with some spiritual laughter. So, most of you guys have probably heard some of these. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to do them in rapid fire succession. Please feel free to share these little tidbits of laughter. So, here we go. If Jesus was on earth today, what kind of car would he drive? Again, if Jesus was on earth today, what kind of car would he drive? You know.
Chrysler.
That's right, a Chrysler. Makes sense. Jesus, Chrysler, right? Listen, that was funny, see? That's what I added to it. Laughter is the best medicine. Next, what kind of car would the apostles drive if they were on earth today? They would drive a Honda because they wanted to be on one accord. Right? Right. Yes. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, people. Let's keep going. It ain't over yet. Let's keep it moving. Now, this is one. Why did? I'll do this one. Why wasn't Jesus allowed in any of the jewelry stores in Nazareth, Bethlehem, and Jerusalem? Why wasn't Jesus allowed in any of the jewelry stores in Bethlehem, Nazareth, and Jerusalem? Because they knew that he would break every chain.
Whoops.
And we're getting close to the end of the show right now. Last thing I'll let you guys go with is, again, thanks to my fraternity brother, Tim Thomas, A506. See you here next week. Thanks to my sister, Andrea, the illustrious BB Boggs. Give it up. Oops. Went there, right? And give it up to Veronica Brown. We want to say thanks up, Chop It Up, and of course to Pastor James. We'll see you next week. Look for our new show, We've Got Issues, coming on the same network. God bless everybody. Have a great weekend.
Peace
Be kind
and
to each
blessings.
other.